You're on the Tom Leykis show.
Hello.
Yes.
This is my first time listening tonight, and I'm very much annoyed.
Why?
I am very offended of what I'm hearing.
Why is that?
Single men and single people calling in for your advice, and you're sitting there talking about single men should just be with a woman long enough to bang her. Well, there's such things as diseases out there, and contraceptives, I don't care what any man says, it's a male ego thing. Contraceptives don't always work.
No, they don't, but you can't live in a plastic bubble.
Well, right, but there's AIDS, there's pregnancy that does happen, and you know what? Kids are not a burden. They're a blessing.
No, they're a burden.
No.
For men, they're a burden. And it's a burden that you will decide that they're going to have the burden, and they're going to be stuck paying you forever. No, that's not something that I want a man to get involved in.
No, there's a lot of very nice single people out there, men and women, and I happen to have found the most wonderful single man for me. And
How many kids do you have, Shonda?
I have 4 of the most beautiful.
How did I know? 4? You're 29?
Oh, no. 4 of the most beautiful, wonderful children, and we believe in God, and we're very sweet people with good hearts, and you're giving the wrong message to people.
Are you a Christian?
Very much so.
So you've never had sex with your boyfriend, have you?
Yes, I have. And
really? Is that so? So you've been fornicating?
Yeah, you know what? And that's the only sin I can think of, the big sin that I'm doing. There may be little things I don't know.
I'll bet there are others.
Oh, there probably is, because you know what? This is an imperfect world.
Yes. Well, I love how you have an excuse for sinning all the time.
Oh, no.
Shonda, let me ask you a question. Those 4 kids you had, were you married when you had them?
Loser, and you're giving the wrong message.
Were you married when you had those kids?
Yes, I was. Thank you very much.
All 4 of them?
Total loser for giving
all 4 of them?
To these people.
All 4 of them?
And listen a minute. You know, there are single men out there that maybe they don't know for sure if they want a relationship or not, and they may get into one with a woman after the first time of
no, don't listen to her. Don't even think about 4 children at 29. Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
You just
somebody else taking on that burden.
Everybody, because men do that. Men like to use their for thinking.
Let me ask you a question. At church, do they teach you to use language like that we have to bleep out?
No, I'm talking.
So you've got a filthy mouth too.
Oh, you know what? I hear this language in the world. I'm not perfect.
Is it in the Bible?
But you think you're a saint and can give all this advice to single people. You are a loser.
Is that so?
Yes, it is.
Really? Now, I can understand if you called up and said cock-a-doodle-doo, but I can't understand what you just said.
You're afraid to face children. That's your problem.
I'm not afraid to face children. I'm afraid to face you when the relationship doesn't work out and you take me to court for the next 18 years to get me to pay you.
I don't do that.
Yeah, right.
So, you know what? And you said everybody has to pay for their child. I don't take people for court and child support and all that.
Is that so?
Yeah.
How do you pay for 4 kids?
And when I got divorced,
are you independently wealthy?
It was offered to me.
Oh, so you didn't have to go to court.
I didn't want it. But because he was in the military, they told him he had to pay. I did not go after him. I didn't want him to have to.
By the way, Miss Religion, why did you get divorced?
Because we weren't compatible.
I see. So let's see. You got divorced. You're fornicating without being married.
I'm not perfect.
Oh, obviously.
I'm not perfect, but I have a wonderful man now that I wouldn't let go.
He's a complete pussy. I don't know why any man would want to take up the baggage of some chick like you.
Soon to him, and you know what?
Well,
I'm going to stay married.
You're lucky he doesn't listen.
He is listening. He's right in the other room listening right now.
Yeah. Where are his testicles?
I think you would know that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, they're up on the shelf, probably. They're in the safe next to your jewelry.
I would dare you to say it to his face.
Oh, I'd say anything I say on the air to anybody's face. Let me tell you.
You're the one that wouldn't face.
Let me tell you. You think I wouldn't face a pussy who would take on some other man's 4 kids? Let me tell you something. I'd take him on any time.
He's a true man.
Is that so?
More than I can say for you.
Really? Well, you know that because you're busy screwing him all the time.
Oh, not all the time, but
really?
when I want to, sure. Because I'm in a committed relationship.
But he should be committed.
Very much, which you will probably never have.
I happen to be married.
Oh, Oh, God forbid for that woman. I feel sorry for her.
That's so.
Yes, I do. And, you know, I wish you luck. I wish your viewers luck. They shouldn't even be listening to you on radio.
No, they love listening to me.
Oh, yeah, right. That's why everybody's bashing you.
Do you have a nice rack, by the way?
Been listening.
Do you have a nice rack?
I have a nice everything. Thank you very much.
Really? Is that so?
I'm a very good woman, good-hearted, and I've got it going on.
Are you a moaner or a screamer?
What?
Are you a moaner or a screamer?
I'm not discussing that with you.
Why not?
Because that's none of your cocky business.
Oh, you really told me.
Oh, when I'm upset, and I don't get upset that often, but trust me, I will tell a person how I feel when I do.
That's so. Ooh, I'm quaking.
Yeah, you should be.
Ooh.
And I hope your listeners, I hope there's some out there that are sitting there laughing, and I hope there's some going.
Yeah, because you just called in.
Oh, good. And you know what? I don't care what anyone thinks about me because I'm a good person. You are a total loser.
Oh, man.
It's obvious that, no, you don't care what anyone thinks about you. But I pretty much know what everybody thinks about you.
Oh, I have all the friends in the world.
Yeah, I'll bet you do.
Oh,
I'm
yes,
sure
I
you
do.
do. Yes.
I'm a good friend to everybody.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I'm there
I can
for
tell.
people, and I don't step on people.
Do you have a
Just
potty
because
mouth?
others-
Like, do you have a potty mouth with your friends like you do with me?
No, I don't.
Oh, only me.
have to.
You save it for me.
Because they're
You
decent
only
people.
talk dirty to me. I love
They're
that.
decent people.
Really?
Yes, they are. So, you know, I hope you get a life soon.
Well, you know what? Here you are, divorced skank who's busy fornicating
I'm not
all the
a
time.
skank. I'm really awesome.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
You know, there are plenty of men that would have wanted me
Yeah,
before I found this guy, and there were plenty that wanted to date me. They said I was a very nice lady, and you don't find that in quality in many women.
They wanted to
nowadays.
pork you.
I'm very glad I'm the way I am.
Yeah.
So,
All right, well, Shonda, that's just wonderful. You really told me off.